You won't believe what just came to light about King Von's final moments. A chilling secret that's shaking the hip-hop world to its core. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high, and the family was left divided after a trusted doctor stepped forward with a spine-tingling revelation. What exactly did King Von do before his life slipped away in that hospital room? Was it a desperate plea, a cryptic message, or something far darker, something no one saw coming? Tonight, we're diving deep into the untold story behind the scenes. A story filled with betrayal, twisted loyalties, and heartbreaking decisions. Close friends are speaking out. Insiders are leaking jaw-dropping details. And the tension between Von's closest allies has exploded into an all-out war. The truth isn't just surprising, it's haunting. You're about to hear things that will change everything you thought you knew about King Von's last hours. Stay tuned because this revelation will leave you questioning what really happened. And trust me, you don't want to miss a second of this roller coaster. The drama is just beginning. The hospital room was quiet. Too quiet for a place filled with so much pain and chaos. Outside, the world was spinning with rumors. But inside, the truth was darker than anyone imagined. King Von's life was slipping away. But before the final breath, something happened. Something that only the doctor present could reveal. This was no ordinary last moment. It was a move so strange, so unexpected, it has sent shockwaves through the rap community and beyond. According to Dr. Simmons, the attending physician that night, Von's behavior was unlike anything she had seen before. He was restless, she said in a recent interview, voice still shaking. But what caught me off guard was his eyes. They weren't just scared, they were almost calculating, like he was sending a message to someone. But who? And what was that message? As the news broke, fans were left puzzled. Was King Von trying to warn someone? Was this a final act of loyalty or betrayal? The answers started to trickle in from Von's inner circle. Some confirming the doctor's eerie account, others denying it outright, sparking more controversy. Inside Von's family, emotions ran high. His mother, Patricia, was torn between disbelief and grief. "My son was a fighter," she told a close friend. "But if he did something like that before passing, I need to know why. It's not just about losing him, it's about understanding him." The family was left divided as whispers of betrayal surfaced. Some blamed Von's closest associates. Others feared the influence of enemies. The doctor's revelation came with a chilling detail. In his final moments, Von supposedly reached for a small, hidden object. It was subtle, almost like a secret code, Dr. Simmons explained. He clenched it tightly and looked directly at one of his visitors. His expression changed instantly, like a warning. This mysterious object, never before mentioned in public, ignited a frenzy. Insiders claimed it was a piece of jewelry. Others said it was a phone, but the doctor refused to confirm. "I can't reveal everything," she said, "but it's enough to say it's connected to everything that followed." One of Von's closest friends, Jay, described the scene with raw emotion. "He wasn't just dying," Jay said. "He was fighting in his own way, trying to get us to understand something. It felt like a last call, like he knew something we didn't." But the tension didn't stop there. As the doctor's story spread, tensions between Von's camp and rival groups flared up. Accusations flew fast and furious on social media and in private conversations. Fans took sides. The debate became heated, and trust shattered like glass. Meanwhile, the hospital staff remained tight-lipped. Some leaked stories hinted that Von's final hours were marked by a heated argument between visitors, a conflict so intense it forced nurses to intervene. Dr. Simmons confirmed tensions were high but kept details vague, adding fuel to the fire. "It was a nightmare trying to keep order," she said. Emotions were raw. People were blaming each other. It wasn't just a fight over grief. There was anger, suspicion, like years of buried secrets coming to the surface. Inside Von's camp, things quickly escalated. Rumors circulated that a trusted associate had betrayed Von in the worst possible way, leaking private information to enemies, potentially putting Von's life at risk. This revelation shattered the fragile trust within the group, and a once tight-knit crew was now splintering under pressure. "How could he do that to Von?" one insider asked angrily. "We thought we were family, but it turns out some were just playing a dangerous game." The drama wasn't just confined to Von's circle. Fans and commentators weighed in, some calling it a conspiracy, others demanding answers. On social media, hashtags like Noah Von Final Move and High Doctor Reveal trended for days. Forums exploded with theories, some claiming Von predicted his own death, others suggesting a secret message hidden in his last actions. Amid the chaos, Von's siblings expressed their frustration. "We need the truth, not more drama," one sister said quietly. "My brother deserves peace. We're tired of all these rumors tearing us apart." But the questions kept coming. What was in that doctor's creepy revelation? Was Von sending a warning to protect someone? Or was it a desperate cry for help that came too late? Every answer seemed to open more wounds and spark new debates. The doctor's words hinted at something bigger, something darker than anyone had imagined. "I've seen a lot in my career," she said, but Von's final moments felt like the climax of a story still unfolding. Like he was holding on to a secret that could change everything. And that secret was about to surface. As the story spread, new characters emerged. Former friends turned foes, family members with hidden motives, and shadowy figures lurking in the background. One anonymous source revealed a heated confrontation days before Von's death, where accusations of betrayal flew and threats were made. "It was ugly," the source said. Words were exchanged that changed everything. Von didn't just die suddenly. There was a storm brewing. This revelation added layers to an already complex picture. Fans now wondered if Von's final move was a final stand against enemies both inside and outside his circle. Some believed it was an attempt to expose a traitor. Others saw it as a cryptic message meant to protect his legacy. Meanwhile, a close friend named Tasha shared a heartbreaking account. "He called me that night," she said. His voice was shaky, like he was scared but determined. He said, "Tasha, if something happens, don't let them rewrite my story." I thought he was just worried about the media, but now I realize it was much more. The hospital incident wasn't just about Von's physical struggle. It became a battle over truth, loyalty, and survival. Emotions ran high as friends turned on each other. Fans debated endlessly, and the family tried to piece together what really happened. But the darkest twist was still to come. As Dr. Simmons continued to speak, she dropped a bombshell that left everyone stunned. "In his last moments, Von tried to tell me something," she revealed. "It wasn't words, it was a look, a gesture. It felt like he was warning me, warning us about what was coming next." What could that mean? Was Von aware of a danger waiting to strike after his death? Was someone planning to silence the truth? The questions haunted everyone who heard the doctor's chilling confession. In the days that followed, the fallout was immediate. Von's closest allies were thrown into chaos. Trust was shattered. Alliances crumbled, and secrets spilled out like never before. The rapper's legacy, once a source of pride, became a battlefield of accusations and heartbreak. Fans around the world watched in disbelief as the story unfolded. Through it all, one thing became clear. King Von's last move was more than just a moment of desperation. It was a haunting message that no one could ignore. And as the doctor's creepy revelation spread, new mysteries emerged. Who was the hidden enemy? What secret was Von trying to protect? And what would happen next in this twisted tale? Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. The moment Dr. Simmons dropped that bombshell, the room seemed to hold its breath. Von's warning wasn't just a ghost story. It was a call to action. A plea for someone to dig deeper, to uncover the truth before it was too late. The question was, who was she supposed to tell, and who was Von really warning? In Von's circle, suspicion grew like wildfire. Friends who had once been inseparable started eyeing each other with doubt. Rumors circulated that one of Von's closest allies had been feeding information to enemies. A betrayal so deep it cut right through the heart of the group. "I don't want to believe it," said Marcus, a childhood friend. But after hearing what the doctor said, it's like Von knew. He was protecting us in his own way. But protecting from what? What kind of danger could have been lurking so close? Even as Von was fighting for his life in that hospital bed, tensions boiled over at a gathering days later, where Von's family and friends met to try to make sense of it all. Emotions ran high as accusations flew like daggers. Patricia, Von's mother, tried desperately to hold the room together, but even she was shaken. "We have to stick together," she pleaded, voice breaking. Von wouldn't want us tearing each other apart. But some weren't listening. A heated argument erupted between Jay and another close associate, Dante. over who was responsible for the leaks. Voices grew louder, the atmosphere thick with anger and betrayal. "You think I did this to Von?" Jay snapped. "I was there when he needed me." "Maybe look in the mirror. Don't act innocent." Dante fired back. "You've been too cozy with the people who want to see Von gone." The argument was cut short as Patricia's brother, Uncle Sam, stepped in, his face grim. "This isn't the time," he said. "Von's memory deserves better than this fighting." But the damage was done. The family was left divided, and the crew fractured. It seemed Von's final moments had unleashed a storm that no one was ready for. Meanwhile, social media was exploding. Fans worldwide were trying to piece together what the doctor revealed, dissecting every word and gesture. Conspiracy theories ran wild. Some claiming Von was silencing someone with his last move. Others saying he was trying to expose a hidden enemy. One viral video showed a heated phone call allegedly between two of Von's associates. Voices raised in anger and desperation. "We can't let this get out," one said. "If the truth comes out, it'll destroy everything." The stakes were high, and it wasn't just about Von anymore. It was about survival, loyalty, and who controlled the narrative. In the midst of this chaos, a mysterious figure emerged, an insider calling themselves the Shadow. Claiming to have been close to Von, the Shadow posted cryptic messages online, hinting at secrets the public wasn't ready for. "The truth is darker than you think," one message read. Von's final move was a message to those who betrayed him. "Pay attention." The Shadow's identity remains unknown, but their words added fuel to an already raging fire. Fans and critics alike tried to decode their hints, hoping for answers, but fearing what they might find. Back at the hospital, Dr. Simmons revealed more about Von's strange behavior. "He kept looking at the door," she said, "like he was waiting for someone, or maybe afraid someone would walk in. He was in pain, but his mind was sharp." This detail led to new speculation. Was Von's death truly an accident, or was there foul play? Some insiders whispered that Von had received threats in the days before, warning him to back off certain issues. "He told me he was scared," Tasha said, "not just for himself, but for the people around him." The drama deepened as Von's social media manager stepped forward, revealing messages Von sent hours before he was taken to the hospital. In one, Von wrote, "If anything happens to me, look for the truth behind the curtain." The phrase became a rallying cry for fans demanding answers and transparency. Protests and online campaigns called for investigations, while others urged caution, fearing more harm. Inside Von's family, the pressure was overwhelming. Patricia struggled with public demands and private grief. "I just want peace for my son," she said. "But everyone wants something from him. The media, the fans, even his so-called friends." The family's heartbreak was compounded by legal battles over Von's estate and rights to his unreleased music. Some close to Von accused others of trying to profit off the tragedy, further fracturing relationships. "This isn't what Von wanted," Marcus said bitterly. "He wanted to build, not destroy." Amid the heartbreak, new details emerged about Von's final conversation with the doctor. "He tried to communicate something important," Dr. Simmons said. "He used his hand to make a symbol, something I recognized from his tattoos. It was like a code." This cryptic gesture sent fans scrambling to decipher its meaning. Some said it pointed to a hidden message in Von's music. Others believed it was a signal to expose a secret enemy. The theory that Von was warning against a specific person gained traction when a former friend, now estranged, was publicly accused of betrayal. Social media blew up with allegations, some supported by leaked texts, others dismissed as hearsay. "People want to blame someone," Tasha said. "But the truth is complicated." The tension came to a head when Von's closest ally, Jay, released a video pleading for unity. "We have to stop the fighting," he said, voice heavy with emotion. Von's legacy is bigger than all this drama. Yet, even as he spoke, rumors swirled that Jay himself was under investigation for his role in the unfolding chaos. The story took an unexpected turn when an anonymous source revealed that Von's final move involved a deal, a secret pact made, days before that now threatened to unravel. Everything. Von was trying to protect people, the source said, but some weren't ready for the truth. As more secrets came out, it became clear that Von's death wasn't just a tragedy. It was a catalyst, exposing a web of lies, betrayal, and hidden agendas, and through it all, the doctor's creepy revelation lingered. a haunting reminder that Von's final moments held more than pain. They held the key to a story no one was prepared to hear. The revelation about the secret pact sent shockwaves through Von's camp. Suddenly, everyone was asking the same question. What was Von trying to protect, and who was behind this dangerous game? Insiders revealed that the pact involved a rival group, a fragile truce that Von had been negotiating to keep the peace. But some in Von's circle didn't want peace. They wanted power, and those ambitions led to betrayal that cost Von everything. Von was the peacemaker, Marcus said bitterly. But some saw that as weakness. They used that pact against him. The tension inside the group reached a breaking point. At a private meeting, emotions exploded. Accusations flew, and friendships were shattered beyond repair. "You knew what you were doing," Jay shouted at Dante. "You sold Von out." "I did what I had to," Dante shot back. "You think this is easy?" Von's enemies were closing in. The argument ended with Dante storming out, leaving the group fractured and vulnerable. Meanwhile, Von's family was caught in the crossfire. Patricia was devastated by the growing rift among her son's friends. "This isn't who Von was," she told close relatives. "He wanted us to be strong, not divided." But division was exactly what was happening. Private messages leaked, showing bitter exchanges between Von's siblings and his closest allies, each blaming the other for the fallout. "It's like we're losing him all over again," one sibling said sadly. "And now we're fighting with the people who should be protecting his name." Fans were equally torn. Some rallied behind Jay, praising his calls for unity. Others sided with Dante, believing he was trying to protect Von's legacy in a different way. Social media became a battleground, with hashtags like Find Team Jay and Sign Team Dante trending for weeks. Emotions ran high, and the online drama spilled into real life. Amid this chaos, a new player stepped into the spotlight, a mysterious woman claiming to be Von's confidant. She appeared in several interviews, sharing intimate details about Von's state of mind before his death. "Von was scared," she said quietly, "not just of his enemies, but of the people he trusted. He knew betrayal was coming." Her words added another layer to the story, sparking rumors about secret romances and hidden alliances. Some fans questioned her motives, while others believed she held the key to understanding Von's final move. The woman also hinted at a hidden message in Von's unreleased tracks, lyrics that, she claimed, revealed the truth behind the pact and the betrayal. "Listen closely," she urged. "Von left clues for us all. It's time to decode them." This sparked a frenzy among fans and music critics alike, who began combing through Von's songs for hidden meanings and secret references. At the same time, the Doctor's revelation took on new significance. The symbol Von made with his hand, the one Dr. Simmons recognized, was now believed to be a signal to this very woman, a call for her to speak out. "He trusted her," Dr. Simmons said. "That gesture was his way of saying, 'I need you to carry this forward.'" But not everyone welcomed her presence. Some in Von's camp accused her of stirring the pot and exploiting the tragedy for attention. "She's just making things worse," one insider complained. "Von's family is struggling, and she's out here creating drama." The conflict reached another boiling point when the woman revealed a shocking secret. Von had recorded a message just hours before his death, intended for the public. "It's a confession," she said, "a truth no one was ready to hear." The recording, she claimed, detailed Von's fears, his regrets, and the identity of the person he believed betrayed him. The news sent shockwaves across the internet. Fans demanded the recording be released, while others worried it could cause more harm. Meanwhile, the legal battles over Von's estate intensified. The recording, if made public, could change everything, but some feared it would reopen old wounds and spark new conflicts. In the middle of all this, the family pleaded for privacy. "Please let us grieve in peace," Patricia said tearfully. "Don't turn this into a circus." But peace was elusive. As more secrets surfaced, the story grew darker. Whispers of threats, blackmail, and cover-ups circulated behind closed doors. "There's a war going on," an anonymous insider said, "and Von's death is just the beginning." And then, a final twist. A shocking leak revealed that the Doctor herself had received threats after speaking out. Anonymous messages warned her to stay silent or face consequences. It's terrifying, Dr. Simmons admitted, but I can't back down. Von's story needs to be told. The stage was set for an epic showdown, a battle for truth, justice, and Von's legacy. And through it all, one question remained. What exactly was Von's final move? Was it a cry for help, a warning, or something else entirely? As the pieces fell into place, it became clear that Von's death was the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface lay a tangled web of secrets, lies, and betrayal that would change everything. And the clock was ticking. The threats against Dr. Simmons sent shockwaves through Von's circle and beyond. Suddenly, the story wasn't just about Von's final move anymore. It was about who controlled the narrative and who would be silenced to keep the truth buried. The chilling warnings only confirmed that Von's death was connected to something far bigger and darker than anyone had imagined. As Dr. Simmons spoke out despite the danger, a divide grew between those wanting to expose the truth and those desperate to protect their own interests. Rumors swirled that powerful figures, both inside the music industry and outside, were pulling strings behind the scenes, trying to keep Von's secrets locked away. Meanwhile, the mysterious recording Von made before his death became the obsession of fans, family, and media alike. Tensions ran so high that Patricia, Von's mother, made a heartfelt plea. "Please, don't let this tear us apart," she said in an emotional video. "My son was more than the rumors and drama." He was family, but the call for peace fell on deaf ears. Leaks and counter-leaks kept coming, each more explosive than the last. In one dramatic turn, a close friend of Von's revealed a hidden safe in Von's apartment. Inside were notebooks filled with cryptic writings, codes, and sketches. Some believed these were Von's attempt to document the betrayal and the pact. He was trying to protect himself, the friend said. He knew something was coming, and he left a map for those willing to look. The notebooks fueled the frenzy as fans and insiders scrambled to decode their meaning. Forums lit up with theories linking the writings to Von's music, his tattoos, and even the hand gesture he made in his final moments. Amid all this chaos, an unexpected voice emerged. Von's estranged father, who had remained silent since Von's rise to fame. In a rare interview, he shared his perspective on the family drama and Von's legacy. "There's a lot people don't know," he said. "Von was caught between worlds, trying to survive and trying to be a better man. What happened to him wasn't just street violence, it was a betrayal from within." His words added a new dimension to the story, hinting at deeper family secrets and unresolved conflicts that shaped Von's life and death. At the same time, tensions between Von's siblings reached a breaking point. One sibling accused another of leaking private information to the media, intensifying the family's pain. The divide seemed impossible to bridge, and fans watched as the family's struggle played out in public. In the midst of this turmoil, the woman claiming to be Von's confidant released a powerful video message. She urged everyone to focus on Von's music and his message rather than the drama. "Von's story isn't just about what happened to him," she said. "It's about what he wanted to say to the world. Let's honor that." Her call resonated with many, sparking a movement to celebrate Von's artistry and legacy, instead of the chaos surrounding his death. But even as some sought peace, the battle for truth raged on behind closed doors. A high-profile event, fans flooded social media with reactions. Some demanded justice, others warned of further violence. The family issued a statement asking for calm, but the damage was done. "This is just the beginning," one source warned. Von's final move set off a chain reaction that won't stop until the truth is out. Throughout it all, the doctor's creepy revelation remained the cornerstone of the story. Her courage in coming forward inspired many, but it also made her a target. "Telling the truth has a price," she said, "but Von's legacy deserves nothing less." As the dust settled, one thing was clear. King Von's last move wasn't just a final act. It was a spark that ignited a wildfire of secrets, lies, and battles for power. And while some wounds might heal, the story of Von's death and the mystery behind his final moments will haunt the hip-hop world for years to come. The question now isn't just what Von did before he died, it's what will happen next. Will the truth bring justice? Will the family find peace? Or will the secrets buried with Von continue to unravel, tearing everything apart? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this story is far from over. The story of King Von's final moments and the Doctor's chilling revelation has rocked the hip-hop community to its core. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high, and the family was left divided like never before. From secret pacts and betrayals to leaked recordings and threats, this saga has everything: heartbreak, drama, and a mystery that refuses to be silenced. Despite the chaos, one thing remains clear: Von's legacy is bigger than the drama. His music, his story, and the unanswered questions continue to inspire and haunt us all. Will the truth finally come out? Will justice be served? Or will the shadows keep hiding the real story behind his death? We want to hear from you. What do you think King Von's final move really meant? Who do you believe was behind the betrayal? And how should Von's family and friends move forward from here? Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Let's get this conversation going. If you're as invested in this story as we are, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. Trust us, this story is far from over, and we'll be bringing you every new twist and revelation as it unfolds. Thank you for watching. And remember, in the world of rap and reality, truth is often stranger than fiction. Stay tuned, stay safe, and keep the conversation real.